When we all talk about our favorite manufacturers, the name Intamin commonly pops up. I mean, like 90% of people say RMC is the best, but Intamin is like everyone's number 2 manufacturer. For me, they're number 3.
Boy, if you don't get—
I think Intamin is amazing. They have a few issues, I mean like every manufacturer does, but they also do a lot of things really well. In today's video, we will talk about this beloved manufacturer and take a deep dive into everything it has to offer in their catalog. I've been waiting to make this video for a long time, but I haven't ridden any good Intamin coasters until recently, so I'm excited to get started with this. Okay, so Intamin is an amusement park company, obviously. They make all sorts of rides ranging from monorails to log flumes, and of course roller coasters. The early days of Intamin saw them opening their freefall towers, which to this day is debated whether it's a credit or not. Personally, I don't think it's a credit just cuz, but it's right there on the cusp. They also built the first ever rapids ride, known as Thunder River, and have continued to produce this model with moderate success. Early Intamin started out by making fair rides, like a lot of roller coaster manufacturers do, but nothing really exciting or notable came out of that. They started to then make super janky traveling coasters / just super weird coasters. These models were very limited. You had the double roller coaster, the space diver, and the spiral coaster. I mean, one of those is that god-awful Z-Force that went around the Six Flags parks. That was really bad, wasn't it? Of course, Intamin's first notable work came in 1981 with American Eagle, and that's one heck of the way to come out. I mean, RMC had a better first coaster, but like this has gotta be close, especially for the time. And a short while later, and a few bit of coasters later, Intamin did something no one was expecting. They built the first Giga coaster.
Wow.
That's freaking crazy. What other manufacturer goes from small janky fair rides and a few notable coasters right out the door to a whole ass Giga? I mean, like, it's not a full circuit, but holy shit, that was way out of its time. It also hit over 100 miles per hour. I mean, like, come on, who would have done it better? Anyways, this one moment for coasters was one large step for Intamin. This single-handedly changed the course of their history. I mean, look at the coasters that came after this. You have Superman, which was just Tower of Terror 2 on steroids, and changed their mind about it being a Giga coaster. You then have Linear Gale, which was an Impulse, the first one, obviously, and then you have Volcano, the freaking Blast coaster. I would say these coasters were insanely cool, but this was the turn of the 2000s. B&M was pumping out Great Edition after Great Edition, so Intamin still wasn't the best. This is about the time when we see the first accelerator coaster open, and honestly, this model had way more of an impact than Tower of Terror 2 ever did.
No.
I mean, Intamin had the monopoly on launches. They used the somewhat reliable LIMs that we see on editions like Incredicoaster and the tall coasters, but what came next was quite revolutionary. The hydraulic catapult launch coaster. This launch was so incredibly powerful, so incredibly quiet, and just so incredibly perfect. What was wrong with it? Nothing, for like 2 years. This model had turned to become one of the best, most unreliable pieces of garbage to date. I mean, it was still very good, but also very unreliable. We'll talk about that later. Another colossal thing that came out at this time is the Intamin prefabricated coaster. See what I did there? Colossus, colossal.
Bruh.
Okay, I'm not funny. This is what the next gen wooden coaster was like. It was smooth, reliable, pulled good forces, definitely not cheap. It was very good. This model had a short but well worth it to run, with putting in 4 additions, with of course the most famous being El Toro, but like T-Express is the same thing. We just collectively ignore it because it's in Korea, and who cares about Korea? I'm not too sure why this model died. It was most likely the expensive price tag that came with it and the availability of other wooden coaster manufacturers. It was not reliable at this time. All the El Toro accidents happened quite recently. Another colossal thing that came out of this time was the Intamin multi-inversion coaster. Did you catch it this time? Colossus, colossal, you get it, I should stop using jokes. These models are still kicking around today, with one even opening in 2019. I wouldn't say they're amazing standout elite best of the best attractions, they're just kind of a solid coaster. It's cool that they do a lot of inversions, but they don't do much else than a lot of inversions. They might make you sick, I really don't know, I haven't been on one, so don't trust anything I say. So that is most of Intamin's catalog before like the modern era. It's basically LIMs, accelerators, prefabricated wooden coasters, and the multi-inversion coasters. I'll talk about the rest of their catalog in a bit, but I want to take a second to talk about Intamin's major problem. I know we don't want to hear it, I know we all know about it, but I'll just talk about it anyways. Intamin has the worst reliability out of every single manufacturer I have ever known to build a roller coaster on planet Earth. Seriously. I mean, who thought that their high-tech launching models would break that much? You want me to prove why Intamin sucks? Let me name some of their coasters. El Toro, Top Throw Dragster, Sandy's Blasting Bronco, Accelerator, Superman, Green Lantern, and like every one of their other coasters that have reliability issues. Even their raft ride got someone killed. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad if they stocked up on their parts and had good customer service, but they just don't. It takes months upon months to get replacement parts if your name is not Disney or Universal, and like it just kind of sucks for parks and for the people. You go to a park and see, oh hey, the Intamin I traveled all this way for is broken right now because Intamin sucks. In all honesty though, Intamin is getting better and better at this in the modern era. Their blitz model is reliable as any other coaster for the most part, and it seems to be a promising future for them. Now let's talk about why Intamin is so good. They are the person to ask if you want to do the impossible. Anything you ask Intamin to do, they will do it for you. You want an inverted launch coaster? Sure, Intamin will do it. You want a record-breaking speed coaster? Sure, Intamin will do it. You want to build the world's tallest coaster? Sure, Intamin will do it. You want to build a flying coaster that will turn into an inverted coaster that will turn into a wing coaster? Intamin will probably do it. As long as you flash the dollars in front of Intamin's eyes, they will pretty much do whatever they want you to do. I mean, sometimes that could turn out bad, like the Heartline roll on Maverick and the whole intensity problem on 9305, or the god-awful restraints on Skyrush, or the complete and utter mess that Top Thrill Dragster is. But seriously, Intamin will do anything. For further proof, look at Falcon's Flight. That is the single most unrealistic thing that I could ever build in Planet Coaster, and that Intamin is going to build it. That's what makes them so amazing. And like I said, they build the world's tallest coasters. I mean, if Falcon's Flight actually opens, they have the top 5 tallest coasters all built by them, with like every other coaster in the top 25 being built by them, so it's just insane what they can do, and that's why we crown them as king or whatever award you want to give them. Okay, so they are extremely unreliable, build record-breaking coasters, and have an extremely diverse catalog. Let's talk about the promising future of Intamin. Of course, the talk of the day, even more than iBox Creations, is the Blitz model. This is the most promising model of the last 3 years. It's more popular than ever, with 5 out of the 14 coasters opening in the past 3 years, and 3 more opening up next year. Now, the Blitz is a confusing model because they come in all shapes and sizes. It's literally just classified as an LSM launching model. New gen blitzes like Pantheon of Velocicoaster and Light of Revenge I classify by the restraint. You have those really comfortable Intamin over-the-shoulder lap bars, and holy balls, it's a much better improvement than that god-awful excuse of a seatbelt on Skyrush. So Intamin new gen restraints are super comfortable. It's up there for the best restraints with mock lap bars, RMC lap bars, and B&M clamshells, and unlike every other model that Intamin has to offer, this is reliable. And with 3 of them opening up next year, I can tell you this company is going places. Another thing is that they are starting to break through on the compact coaster market. Premier has been dominating this market with their Skyrocket 2s, and the appeal of a compact coaster is higher now than ever before. Of course, they have their Impulses and their Surfrider, heck, they even have a Wing Coaster Impulse, but their unbuilt concepts are some of the coolest looking things ever. If Sandy's Blasting Bronco got its reliability up, it would be the best compact coaster to date. It's just one simple error plaguing this company for generations to come. And that is Intamin in a nutshell. They build world-class coasters and so some pretty crazy. There's one thing stopping them from being the best, and that is reliability, and that is trending in the right direction. I would say that Intamin is trending on the way of becoming the best manufacturer, but they really are not. Every company is putting in a hand, foot, and a leg right now. RMC is still doing its thing, Vekoma is back better than ever before, B&M is releasing new models, and Mach is crushing it. It's probably the most exciting time ever to be a coaster enthusiast. That's all for today's video, guys. Let me know if I missed anything and put it down in the comment section below. As always, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.